Mike was a bright kid, always eager to learn. He grew up in a working-class family. His parents, although loving, struggled financially. His father, whom Mike called Poor Dad, believed in working hard for a steady paycheck. He often said, "Get a good job with good benefits." This was the traditional path to security. Mike was fortunate to have another influential figure in his life, his best friend's father, whom he called Rich Dad. Rich Dad was a self-made entrepreneur. He had a different perspective on money. He believed in financial literacy and using money as a tool to build wealth. Rich Dad would often say, "Money is a terrible master, but an excellent servant." These contrasting views shaped Mike's understanding of money from a young age. He was torn between the security of a steady job and the potential freedom that came with financial independence. Little did he know that these early lessons would set the stage for his future success. As Mike grew older, he witnessed firsthand the contrasting financial realities of his two dads. Poor Dad, despite working diligently, struggled to make ends meet. He was trapped in the cycle of working for money, paying bills, and having little left over. Rich Dad, on the other hand, seemed to have an abundance. His businesses generated income even when he wasn't physically working. Rich Dad taught Mike the importance of financial education. "If you want to be rich, you need to learn about money," he'd say. He explained that schools often don't teach practical financial skills, leaving people ill-equipped to manage their finances. Rich Dad emphasized the importance of understanding financial statements, investing, and creating multiple streams of income. Mike realized that financial literacy was the key to breaking free from the financial struggles he witnessed in his own family. He began to devour books and attend seminars on investing, real estate, and business. He was determined to learn everything he could about making money work for him, just like Rich Dad. One of Rich Dad's most important lessons was the concept of assets and liabilities. He explained that an asset puts money in your pocket, while a liability takes money out. The rich buy assets. The poor buy liabilities, but they think they are assets, he would often say. This simple yet profound concept was a game-changer for Mike. He started to see the world through a different lens, questioning every purchase and investment. Rich Dad also emphasized the importance of making money work for you. He taught Mike about the power of investing in assets like stocks, real estate, and businesses. "Your money should work harder than you do," he'd say. This idea resonated deeply with Mike. He understood that by investing wisely, he could create a life where his money generated more money, freeing him from the need to trade his time for a paycheck. Mike started small. He took on odd jobs and saved diligently to make his first investments. He followed Rich Dad's advice, carefully researching and selecting assets that aligned with his financial goals. He learned from his mistakes and celebrated his successes, slowly but surely building a portfolio of income-generating assets. Over time, Mike's financial situation began to transform. The seeds of financial literacy that Rich Dad had planted years ago were beginning to bear fruit. He had replaced his fear of money with a sense of empowerment and control. He was no longer trapped by the paycheck-to-paycheck cycle that had plagued his family for generations. Mike's journey was not without its challenges. There were times when he doubted himself, tempted to revert to the comfort of a steady job and the familiar but limiting beliefs of his poor dad. But he persevered, fueled by the lessons he had learned and the vision he had for his future. He understood that financial freedom was not just about money. It was about having the time and resources to pursue his passions and live life on his own terms. As Mike achieved financial independence, he made it his mission to share the lessons he had learned with others. He knew that financial literacy was not a privilege, but a necessity, a powerful tool that could empower individuals and communities to break free from the shackles of financial struggle and create a brighter future.